Welcome to the stream. Another Sunday switching session. Look at that, you already got a like. I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas. Hey, Brad. Welcome to the stream. A bit of a switching session. These wagons in the front there. These ones here, they were made up with the DBR, the DSB the other day, so they've got to be switched out today. Hey, cheers. Cheers there, Stefan. That's why I tried to get in on time today. I enjoyed your last video. They so fidgety, the driving rods and the eccentric gears and that. But yeah, the more I watch you build that, the more I want to build one myself. But it's coming along really, really nice. Uh, 3332 is just crawling through the yard at the moment. Actually, I might just stop it there. Before I go too far, I need to work out where I'm going. I'm going to push or pull these KP. Oh, okay, right. Need to go to Hume's Pipes. Need to go to Fulton Hogan. We got 2 for Hume's Pipes today. One. Are you kidding me? We got 3 wagons here for Hume's Pipes today. And then 1 wagon for the freight siding. 3 wagons for Hume's, 1 for Fulton Hogan, and 1 for the freight siding, which in American terms would be called a team trick. Okay. Hey, Stefan, you're going to be putting a DCC decoder in that when you're done? Maybe okay, so this is going to be a bit of the 3 wagons I need for Humes are sort of dispersed throughout, so that one. You think about this so I can be trying clever. The last 2 days I have not had the aircon here in Australia. It was 40, 41 on Christmas Day, and then it went from 41 to like 29 degrees. It was like 27 yesterday, so it was good. Didn't have to have the aircon or anything. But then I could actually be in this room. Yeah, that'd be nice. The sound decoder in it. I'm sitting here. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. I've got to get that bitumen wagon. I got to get the bitumen wagon. These 3 need to go to Humes, Copenhagen, and then the freight siding. So I really need to get that bitumen wagon on the bush. Either way, I got to run around it. So luckily, I stopped there. Let's continue on to the next track there. I'll run around it. And, oh yeah, for those who haven't known, see, I've airbrushed the track. I sort of weathered up the track. You can see on the points there, the turnouts. Just giving it a light, like a light black weathering, just to sort of take some of that cleanliness off it. My Facebook page, I went from 50 members, and then in 2 days, I got up to like 76 members now. Is that fair enough? Just exploded. Forward a little bit more. Let's bring it back. Yeah, cheers, Brad. It does, the weathering. Oh, and of course, haven't I? I wasn't looking at my turnouts. I just shorted it there. Bear with me. It's not going to. I'm going to have to shunt it from this. I'm going to shunt it from the southern end. No. Now, each time you short it, the direction resets back to forwards. So do the old switcheroo. I'll switch back. So, how was everyone's Christmas anyway? Me personally, I couldn't wait for the day to be over. Sort of like my first Christmas alone since 2014, I think. So it was It was strange. I didn't like it. Um, I'm still looking for a class 50. A sound decoder for a class 50 is as close I could get to a DJ without spending $1.6 million on a Loke sound decoder where I can download my own sound files. But um, yeah, it was a very quiet day. Well, here anyway. I think I went out and I bought myself some perfume. I guess you can call it that, some fragrance. And I went and bought myself a haircut. So that was my Christmas. Now let's I definitely know that next Christmas won't be the same as this one. Definitely won't be. I sort of had a little bit of a moment there, but as you do, we're getting there. Now I've got to get this bitumen tank wagon. I've got to get these two silver KS and KP wagons together. So I'm going to switch this bitumen tank wagon around. Um, I'm not predicting too many people to join the stream today because I'm guessing a lot of people will still be with their families and stuff, doing Christmassy stuff and that. But I was totally alone for a day and a half until another camper turned up for a fish. I think, when was the last time I went fishing? When was the last time I went fishing, Brad? I think, actually, the last time I went fishing, I was working on the power station. I was working on the Roxburgh Dam. And that was, let me think back the years. Oh, switch the tune out. I left 8, 7, 5. About 2004, 2005 was the last time I actually went fishing. Stefan, it was been that long. So good old Sunday switching session. 20 years ago. Thanks, Brad. It's been 20 years since I worked on the dam. Jeez. Anyway. You remember that, Brad? I had the girlfriend Charlotte. I remember that. Mind you, before I got married, I spent 20 years fishing on Christmas Day either with a mate or alone. So. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So it'd be just like good old days, wouldn't it? um, yeah, I keep harping on about it, but the countdown is officially on until I get out of this house. So in the next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to start just getting rid of stuff and packing stuff up. Have another purge of stuff I don't need. Not railway related, but household related. Um, and it's going to be exciting. It's quite funny because a lot of guys that they when they are alone they sort of wish for someone, and when the guys that aren't alone they sort of wish to be alone. The guy who was driving the DSB the other week didn't shunt these in the right order, so I've had to mess around today and switch them out to the proper order. I bought the DSB out the other day and it's surprisingly run very well. A little too well, to be honest. Couple there. But I'm still going to look at getting a different chassis for that DSB one that's got smaller profile flanges, like the new class, the later version of the class 08s. Of obviously don't have those oversized Hornby flanges, so I'm going to be I'll be looking at that eventually. And then eventually down the line, I'll be looking at super detailing my rolling stock. I need to get in touch with VCC and get some decals like these wagons, the LCs. There's a lot to do on the wish list. Better than having nothing to do. So we're going to couple on to the KP down there. Now these 3 wagons got to be pushed into shoes, so tell you what, I'll tell you what, I'll push these in such a fashion that I could run around them. Yeah, I bet. It's always good making a little bit of side money. We're down to 1 viewer. They must be you, Brad. What on earth am I doing? I've messed it up. Gone and messed it up. Oh, it's funny. It went down to 1 viewer, but you 2 were still on the stream. That's strange. I've messed up my switching here. Pull that forward enough to get past there. I've got a handheld throttle, but I'm trying to use it while it's still sitting on its pedestal. I'm stretching my arm out, just completely defeating the purpose. Put it down. Christmas detox. Yeah. 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 Gotcha. That would be a good idea. I need to paint the end of this. I need to paint the end of that white or something easier so I can see it, because sometimes I'm trying to couple it and the hook's facing that way, and then I'm coupling it, the hook's facing that way. It's either that or it's my eyesight. Small scales. Hey, welcome to the stream. Merry Christmas. Oh, nice there, Steph. Yeah. I usually gain a couple of subs after a live stream or something, but I didn't last time. My last video was a complete flop. It was a month ago I put it out. I've had like 120 something views on it. It's ebbs and flows. Some days you'll get lots, some days you'll get none. You put a lot of effort into making the videos, and sometimes you get none, but that's just the way it is. You just got to keep trying. I did a ballasting video a couple of years ago when I still had my N scale lat, and it was 2 years ago, and I've got like 56 views on it. So some videos are just not going to pop, others will. What have you been up to there, smallest scale rails? Smallest scale rails. 69. Oh, that's good. It's a start. You got to start somewhere. Gentle. Yeah, I was stuck on 584 for a while. Then I went to 585. I've been stuck on that for a little while. So um, you never know. I might crack 100 by the end of next year. Well, consistency is key. Consistency and um, the subject. Um, I'm surprised that a lot of my subs come from when I modelled American. I'm surprised I didn't lose a heap of subs because I went from American to New Zealand. So, um, but hey, okay, so we're going to head around to Alexandra and we're going to get rid of these two wagons. Then we're going to come back and we're going to get these last three wagons, push them into Humes. And I think Humes is going to be a bit overcrowded because I've got one LC in there already. So what are we looking for? NC and UC bitumen wagon. Get the two cards. LC 42. Actually, 42.99 is actually on the roster to be picked up. There's the LC that's in Humes, so that'll make some room for the other ones. And I got an off spot KS 4601. No, that's not an off spot anymore. And 4601 can stay there. Yeah. 1204. 1204. Sorry, guys, I'm just sort of right. Let's get this train going anyway. So you guys got something to watch. I have 703 on my UK channel, small rails, and 27 on my new NZR channel. Oh no! Oh, hang on, I'm going backwards. That's what I'm trying to read. Trying to read and drive at the same time. 27 on my new NZR channel. You're uh you're on your NZR channel. Have you got a link to your NZR channel there? Small scale rails. How do you number your South Dot Wiggins? My numbers, I do them by myself. I do. So you hear. I just use transfers. So here we go. I just use these transfers from Woodland Stenix. And my wagons, I go onto the wagon register and I find out, I find out what particular number a certain wagon was, like South Island. And then I just, those are just dry rub transfers. And then a little tiny bit of decal adhesive over the top of them. And all my wagons have to be numbered, obviously, because I run a car card system. So I need to know where each wagon's going. NCMT Railroad. Hey, welcome to the stream. Stream. Welcome to another Sunday switching session. We are going to switch out. Yeah, so this is Hume's yard, and that LC's got to get taken out to make room for the other three wagons that are going to put in there. Here's the baseboard join. This will be all be coming apart in the next month. I'm going to take the layout down again for the second time. 30-foot guards van. Oh, I keep getting you mixed up, Nathan. I keep getting you mixed up. I see your thing in the comments here, the NCMT Railroad, and I keep getting you mixed up because I'm so used to seeing your other thumbnail. I'm sorry, man. I keep yeah. Then I feel a bit of a dickhead when I eventually work it out. But I'm sorry, man. I'm just so used to seeing your old thumbnail there. I'm not a turtleback reef fan. Oh, okay. So it's like got the square end roof sort of. Eventually, I'll get used to your thumbnail, Nathan. Really sorry about that, man. NZR channel is small scale 164 rails. I have to look that up there. Actually, I'll write that down now. Yeah, the scale, small S scale rail. Small S scale rails. Small scale 164 rails. I'll definitely be jumping on there. I don't know what part we're doing. Just sub to both your channels, small scale. Yeah, definitely going to go suss that out because I do like the UK. Well, I like UK, American, and New Zealand. I like them all to be honest. But I've got to get this bitumen wagons into Fulton Hogan. I'll bring the loco's going to have to come right up. Oh, sorry, right up to the block. Stop! 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 Oh, that was close. Actually, I think that was touching. That was literally the buffer just touched the block. Oh, that was close. That was way too close. Right, let's get out of here and we'll go push about bitumen wagon up into the Fulton Hogan siding. Now I'm going to run around the NC because it's going to go onto this siding. I'll see 4287. Where's that? Oh, that's in Fulton Hogan. 4287. Yeah, I've got to get that LC out of there. I'm going to take a wagon out of the Fulton Hogan siding. Mhm. Glad you managed to find the front part of it there, Stefan. Bit of a blank spot there under the smoke box. Going to be a little bit of a switching around to get these wagons, but we'll get there. When move into the new house, this area here will be worked on, obviously, with the asphalt plant. Um, it's literally all just sitting there at the moment, just for placing. And once I can actually get in there and start building it and weathering it and detailing it, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Didn't do there. A couple there. Sorry if it's a bit slow, guys, but I like to always operate at sort of scale speeds when I can. What my representation of a scale speed is. Get this bitumen wagon in. I'm trying to see if I can get maybe like a DB, DBR shell or DC shell off 3'6" or something. I've got the chassis for it, but I want to get a 1/64 shell. My brother and I were talking the other day about the layout, about this layout, about the name of it, and I'm thinking about changing the name instead of being Central Otago Railway because I've got a DSC still down there in the box ready to be made up. I've got a DSC and various other bits and pieces that I want to do, and I we're going to have a look at changing it to the Otago Railway. So, actually, I can push it a little bit more. Central Otago Railway is just a little bit too specific. Still going to maintain like the Central Otago look, but I'm just going to rename it. Um, Having a DSC running around, uh, not really. It's going to be eventually renamed the Otago Railway. Yeah, from Lewis Hamilton there. I'm not. Lewis Holden, sorry. Um, so we'll see what they can do. A little bit more. Lewis Hamilton, he's the race car driver. Where did that classified English electric loco coming from? Oh, you've got the DI coming from. Is that a 1/64 scale DI, Nathan? Yeah. Oh, I go, yes, it's a 1/64. Hey, Nate, how did I know? How did I know? Do I get 10 points or what? Beautiful. Oh, if that's the case, so he's printing off the DI shell. I could feel it. I could feel it in my bones that you were getting a DI. I believe I've talked about winning one before. Yes, that's right. Because we talked about the ones that you get from the shells you get from, I think it's John Agnew. Oh, can't remember that website now. You guys will remember it. That's what sort of gave the idea away, Nathan. I sort of had a feeling. So is he printing up a 1/64th shell? That's the one, Railmaster. Was Lewis printing up a 1/64th shell for you? Because that's the case, that might be exactly what I need. Run round. I've got to get this NC working over into here. That LC's got to go. Yeah, as a custom order. Okay. And he's fine with custom orders and stuff like that? Yes, yes, false for quite a few letters. Just specify 1/64. Okay. I'll definitely get onto him for that. What sort of chassis are you running it on, Nathan? It is okay. RSD4. Ooh, that'll look quite nice. They've got the right. They've got the right truck side frames and everything on them. They look quite nice. He's pretty quick. Mine take a bit longer. There's a guy who paints his shells if you want paint. Yes, I see that he does the painting service too, so that's quite good. Uh, yeah, but fuel tank's different. Yeah, I could definitely imagine the fuel tank would be different. Yeah. Okay. Now we got to take. We put this NC up into here. We just jumped from 5 to 11 people on the stream. Welcome everyone to the Sunday switching stream. Um, get rid of this NC and then that LC I could drag around and use to get rid of the other wagons. I didn't airbrush any of this track over on this side. I just did the Clyde side up to the railway crossing up there. It worked out. The amount of paint I put in my airbrush was the exact amount of paint I needed to get to that railway crossing. Bring you guys down a little bit more. Nice and gentle. Will do. We'll couple onto that one. Now I don't need. Oh, that pick gets stuck sometimes. Now I don't need any other wagons from here, so I'll uncouple that. Uncouple from that one. And take that away. I've got a DC idea for you. Need to remember the number for it though. DC. See anything? DC would be nice. Maybe I could get a DC and a DI. On the hut rebuilds that they had around the number box. They had the grey around the number boxes. Oh. I'm gonna take this all the way. Actually, I'm going to pick up this LC wagon on my way. I need to open the gate there. The grey around the number boxes. That will be interesting. 9 on the stream. 49.45 was the only one like it. It was like our only specific rebuild. Okay, so we got come down, head into Humes. I've really got to do some scenery in here. This is only just a base coat of static grass. You can see where I've tested my brushes before through the grass. And we'll push this into Humes. You can tell I've been out. I've got my black straws in there, and I got another whole heap. Usually, every time I go to the bar, I put another few in my pocket. So LC 4287. That's 42.99. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah. We're going to leave that gate open because we're going to come back to humans very shortly. And push those other 3 wagons into here. We've got completely out of view. We're working our way around. This this temporary track that I've got joining up the lats at the moment. I tell you what, I can't wait to get rid of that. Um, I bet you'll get used to me using that right for a moment. Yeah, I probably will, Nathan. Probably will. I felt so bad, but I'm a creature of habit. I usually, like sort of as soon as I get something in my mind, it sort of sticks. Right, so those two LCs can wait there and hold them there. And we'll, get behind that KP and push that in. Picked up. Let me set out. Coach. Oh, he's way up there. Where's the other LC going? 4287. Change the point might help, wouldn't it? 4287. Here we go. Stage track. Okay, that's fine. Both those LCs got to go to opposite ends of the yard. Yeah, I'll be changing the name of this layout shortly. It'll be just the Otago Railway. Um, Still going to have the clock locomotive shed and all that up there. But yeah, these three wagons are going straight to Humes. Also, I got to pick up that fruit wagon from the winery. Just remembered about that. And we will go. Get that gantry crane in the view. Lucky glove. Straight into the compound. Yeah, pushing it through the block at the other end. Yeah, stop. Stop there. Okay, so that's that all coupled in. All right, let's hoof it out of here. Don't forget to close the gate. And we're good. Actually, while I'm here, I do need to pick up that XC. I'll go and do that now. Get that XC. Oh, where's the card for that? Oh, sorry, X. Yeah, it's an XC here. XC. Okay. 1205, I think it is. Is that number 1205? Yep. Shipper, Remarkable Wines. It's going to Central Foods, door number 2. Aha. Okay. Central Foods building is going to get taken down and completely redone. I built it out of too thin styrene when I eventually built it the first time, so it's sort of been warping and giving me the absolute shit. So it's going to be made out of a thicker material, completely redone. An N-scale DJ for a friend, 3D print. Oh, N-scale DJ. That would be an interesting chassis. I know some of the Japanese N-scale Japanese locomotives have got bow bogey arrangements on some of their diesel locomotives. Yeah, they're the only ones I've found that have got a bow chassis arrangement and in scale anyway. Because I was looking seriously at doing in scale NZR 120. Um, and we're going to go right into the winery, couple up to that wagon, then I have to couple up to the fruit wagon. Okay, and push forward and couple onto the other wagon. Okay, let's skedaddle. Yes, sure was a Japanese built loco. Yeah. So if you look at the N scale locomotives, what they have in Japanese brand, you can see they've got the bow arrangement. So I'm sort of thinking because the DJ was Japanese built, maybe they came up with that idea, sold it to New Zealand Railways. Um, I'm guessing that's how the DJs ended up with their chassis arrangement. Um, I'm going to put this fruit van up in here and then put this wagon back because that wagon is still getting loaded at the moment, so it's going to be spotted back. Easy traction motor replacement or something. Oh, nice. Well, they would have needed it for 3211 up Central Otago when 3211 blew a traction motor, and the other DJ had to haul the whole train all the way back up over Tiger Hill by itself. I think they left 3211 at Clyde, I think. One of the rail tour excursions. A little bit more. Yeah, they will do it. Got 10 on the stream and 6 likes. Welcome everyone to the stream. Anyone who's just joined the traditional Sunday switching session. This will be the last Sunday the last Sunday switching session for 2025. So I don't know about you guys, but 2025 can bugger off. I think it's one of the worst years in my life up to date. So I'm glad to see the end of it. I have my eye on 2 DJ numbers if I ever get some DJs. What are those, Nathan? Please tell me one's not 3096. Actually, I'm going to take a guess. I bet you one of them is 3096. Not telling. Okay, so we've worked out you're getting a DI. Now we're going on to the secret squirrel business of what number DJ you're getting. So need to change your name, Nathan. It's going to be called Nathan the Mysterious. For the fact that you just told me that you're not telling, I know that it's 3096. I sort of use reverse psychology. I'm not getting a DJ yet. Here I am, bloody filing white metal parts for this ugly duckling of a J loco. Well, I hope you're capturing it all on high definition there, Stefan, so we can watch it all. Hopefully you've been keeping all your bloopers so you can put them into a blooper reel so you can make a blooper video. Which I did. When I first started doing YouTube videos, I did a blooper reel, but I couldn't post it because a little bit too colourful language. Right, let's go get this fruit van we dropped off. Um, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. No, not really. I mean, it's part I've been filing since the stream started. Yeah, this is going to go to Central Foods. We will take you over. And it's going to be rerouted as I kick the camera. There. There. DJs will be in Wasp and Nippon Pink. Okay. That'll be 12 something. The Nippon Pink. um, Once I get into Clyde here, I've really got to go to the toilet, grab another drink. So I'll just pull up both TMS numbered. So it won't be 12 something. I'm just going to pull in here. I'm going to pull it quickly because I really got to go to the toilet, and then grab another drink, and I'll be right back with you guys. And we'll get rid of this fruit van. Actually, this fruit van's empty, so it's got to go in for loading. So just hang here, guys, for 2 secs. I'm back. You can't drink. You can't drive without drinking. So, actually, no. Forget what I just said because it could be taken so wrong. Driving trains, model trains. I mean, um, right now we've got to go. Door number 2. This has got to go to. So we've got to go to this door here. So of course we have to pull this one out, put the one in, put that one back. So, and I think those ones are all done, 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 done. Hope everyone else's Sunday's been going good. And, oh, wrong turnout. What am I thinking? Did I derail that? Yes. Nathan the Mysterious wants to know what colour scheme will his DI be in? Well, your DG, I'm sort of being in the same colour scheme as your DG. So I'm going to go red with the yellow stripe. The fruit salad will be a little bit too late. Sort of won't really match your DG, maybe. I thought about fruit salad, but I'm going to go English Electric, the old English Electric red. Um, Get in there. Let's couple onto there. Yeah, it's going to be red. Let's temporarily pull this KP out. No, fruit salad DI would match the DGs and the DG TMS condition. Ah, so it's fruit salad. It's fruit salad, you say? Yeah. You get that one there, Stefan? Ah, ha, ha. That's the Uno Reverso card I think I just won. Sorry to tell you, Stefan. I only thought it was going to be the English Electric Red because of his DG. He's got it in the red. Okay, so I guessed you were getting a DI. I guessed you got the it's going to be red. And because you're spare paint from the DG. I should have been a detective, I tell you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but if you're right all the time, it sort of takes the shine off it, doesn't it? You'd sort of sick of being right all the time, wouldn't you? I suppose you could ask my ex-girlfriend that, but you've got to be wrong to enjoy the times that you're right. So I say about like a game or something, you can't win all the time. You have to you have to lose a few games to feel that that feeling of winning. You win all the time, it'll just get boring, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's my Sunday words of wisdom for you. I'd hate to say it, Stefan, but you spelt wrong as well. Oh, you just got to laugh. All right, so we're going to door two. I didn't mean to rub salt in the wound there, Stefan. He spelled all the wrong. Just depends what you mean by it. It was a fast finger Freddy. It's well, that's right. He was wrong. That roof canopy, that DJ just fits under just a fart skin. I tried to hide some of the mess when I pulled this off the back scene. I sort of peeled some of that away, and I just to hide it because this whole building is going to be taken off. That's the building I'm talking about that I'm going to redo with thicker material. Redo it, redo the loading bay doors and that. But I'm going to go back get this KP and put it back where I found it. I doubt the DC would fit in there. No, no, it won't. Yeah, so I'm going to rip when I get into the new house. Um, I've got styrene, like thicker styrene for it. I'm going to rip it all out. Going to redo it. I'm going to yeah, because that's just a disgrace. Um, and do it all. Do a renovation. I never thought I'd have so much dramas with such one building, but you know. Um, Now the question is, Nathan. The question is, are you going to go um, an 8-pin socket or a 21-pin socket, or is it even going to be DCC, or is it DC? This is the question at hand at the moment. It's all DC powered. There you go. Um, Wrong direction. I wonder how old Fast Finger Freddy's getting on with those filings. And we're going to sit the KP back under the broken down roof. That's disgusting, that. Still filing. And put the hook up on that. Okay, so we've got our little, it's getting loaded now, fruit van. That KP, what is that KP even doing? KP is it 9855? That one is, it's still getting loaded. So that's still getting loaded. I've got to deal with these two LC wagons now. Which, if I just put that down a notch, bloody firebox. There you go. Just sort of. Well, the loco's sort of trundling back. Oh, see that? It's paperwork. 2 to 3. 42.95 was, yeah, 2 to 3. Dixie 1205 has been put there. 2 to 3. 42.87 and 42.99 still have to be put away. Perfect timing. I got to the end of the switch. Yeah, it's not looking the best, that building. Yeah, it's when I first built it, I was very happy with it, but as time's gone on, and it's just warped, so it is quite embarrassing. A Yeah, nasty. These LCs, one's going to go Clyde Stage Track, and the other's going to go to Clyde Cartage. So 42.99 Clyde Cartage. And we'll get that sorted first. Do another little sort of switchback. And we'll pull. It's got a fair way to go. Got everything in Clyde is done after I put these two wagons away. Everything at Alexander is done. Those have been switched out. Slow down for a ram into these. Look over. Now I just got to make sure 4287 is going to. Okay, I'm just going to make double sure because I've done this before. King Mr. Devlin, the man. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream, King. Sunday switching session. You we got 6 on the stream. We got 7 likes. We actually got 7 likes, so that's pretty good. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate that. Absolute appreciate that. Pull that one, that one. We come all the way down to the southern end of the yard. Considering I painted all these rails the other day, this is like sort of like the first time I've had the DJs running over it. I'm glad, when I paint these turnouts, I don't have to worry about getting paint on the blades or anything. I don't have to worry about electrical conductivity or anything anymore. It's so good. Stop that. I can hear loud music outside. Maybe someone's having a party outside. I've got the phone here. I was supposed to go catch up with a girl today in the city. Go for a second date, actually. But a couple of things have arisen. So that's going to be put off till tomorrow. So I've got to go I'm only like oh, 15, 20 minutes from the Perth CBD, so I'm not too far from the city. So that'll be tomorrow. Yeah. Um, so she got red flags run. Yeah. No, well, she likes trains anyway, so that's good. Have you ever thought about doing one of those MDDFs with the English literature, especially MU? Um, the DFs where you, um, I'm going to smash into this petrol wagon here. Uh, where you couple them up in consist. Um, Not really, because I think the DFs will be a little bit too big for this little switching layout. So, um, well, it depends what sort of train she likes. If she likes that other type of train, then I'm not interested. Um, yeah, I think the DS definitely be a little bit too big for switching layout. Even these DJs are sort of like borderlining. The way I sort of think about getting away with having DJs on a switching layout is, well, up the Central Otago branch, the DJs did shunt various stations where they are around. Um, I sort of wouldn't go any bigger than the DJ or a DI or a DC or something like that. Um, the biggest red flag there is, well, after what happened to me this year, um, I'm definitely a lot more cautious in bits and pieces. So I'm going to keep that. And I gotta run around this wagon actually, run around that, and that's gonna go to the northern end of the yard. Oh, we got a lot of, I'll just go back on those there. All trains are expensive, whether it's building them, riding them, or chasing them. It all costs more money. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The DI is best mainline loco for shunting, in my opinion, anyways. And your boat is cheaper than. That's it. There's so much money in this hobby. Yeah, I like the DI. I wouldn't go any bigger than a DI for shunting layouts. Yeah, Brad's building a fence tomorrow. Um, Brad's on the offensive, or he's getting defensive, one or the other. So I'm actually going to I'm going to get a hold of Lewis there and see what he could do to for DI wise. And the DJ is longer than the DI there. Yeah, yeah. So I wouldn't go any bigger. Um, I wouldn't go mainline locomotives. Like you'd never see a DX or something on here. The DJ is just big enough. And DI would be nice shunting locomotives, nice and short. You know. Um, stop. Yeah, that loud music you can hear in the background. You just all you can hear is doof, 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 and it seems to go on for hours and hours, and the song never seems to change. Yeah, that's what I got. All I can hear is doof, 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 doof. But dude, the song got any other beat. Yeah, that's the one. It's that muffled. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, it sounds like a cat's going to be sick. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, all the way down that end of the yard. That LC, you push away. I've got a handheld walkie-talkie. No, I've got a handheld thing, but I've sort of getting into the habit now of leaving it on its holder on the layout and just going back to it like it's an analog controller. And it'll give us some raspberries down here. It's on speed step 6, flooring it. I've got these locomotives programmed onto a 28 step speed steps. Just the faster you go, the longer it takes for you to slow down. So that's it's not there. It took me a while to get used to the brakes on these things when I changed them all. I'll pick up this. Righto, Nathan, mate. Cheers. Hey, thanks for jumping onto the stream. Um, Stay well, man. We'll see you on the next one if you don't come back. On to there. I'm going to push this one all the way down to the northern end, down by the loco sheds. Yeah. Yeah. There. Quite nice. That's that bit there done. You're going to have to bear with me while I just sort out the more paperwork. Find out exactly what I got to do next. There. Okay, so these two wagons. 42 these. Yeah, and flight cartage 42.99. 34. So there should be nothing in the pickup boxes. Nope. There's our cartridge. There's the shippers. Great. Perfect. There's that's done. Here today. That was okay. Let's go find out where I'm going. Yeah, that dice system is Brad, yeah. These are just my switch lists. It's as far as I'm getting. But no, it's working good. Um and do that. What else we got then? Oh, I really need to get that brakes on these. No. Freight siding. What do we got? Freight siding. One of the wagons that are on hold is ZA 3947. Last one in KP 9855. No. 407. Oh, yeah, there we go. Take that wagon out. Put it on 42. No, stays there. ZA 32. Actually, yeah, XA and XC. Yeah, so I'm going to forage out two wagons out of the storage yard. Not storage yard, the freight yard. Freight siding. I'm back for a tiny bit. Welcome back, Nate. I'm just going to be picking some wagons out and making up a train for the next session. And I managed to wrap my controller around the tripod. I literally just narrowly avoided a short circuit right then. We've got two ZAs will be together in the siding. Right, that'll do, that'll do. We're going to head up into right up into here. 2142, 2407. What we're after. These out. We have to pull the whole string. I may have to repaint the buffers on these locomotives because they're getting the paint's wearing off and they're getting all the shiny white metal through. I might just leave it because it looks realistic. I noticed that with a few wagons, a lot of the paint's starting to wear off on the buffers. Right, so we'll pull this whole string out. need that way and that way. Sorry guys if that's going a little bit too slow for you. Anyone got anything planned for New Year's? Anyone going out or? I thought about going out, but there's a lot of worried people over here. They sort of, after what happened in Bondi a couple of weeks ago, a lot of people sort of worried to sort of go out to big gatherings and that lately. But we'll see what happens. Remember last year, I think we were in bed by 9 o'clock. But we'll see. Next Christmas, I want to. Next Christmas, I want to be in New Zealand. I want to. I want to be in New Zealand at some time this year, preferably the Christchurch train show. Sometimes that's the best way, Nathan. Sometimes the best time you have is when things are unplanned. For New Year's, I might do a live stream, which reminds me of a December update. Yeah, I'll do a new video, but that won't be until New Year's. It's been a month since my last video. I'll wait to the new year. Do a video. That'll probably be my last video before I start pulling down this layout, which I'll video all that as well. Probably still working on the guys in here. Might be finished by then. At least you have something to do. That's the main thing. Something to keep you busy. Might have the DI to do. Make sure, Nathan, make sure you keep us updated with photos and that when you do the DI. Chuck them on my Facebook page if you want. Yep. Old fast finger Freddy over there will still be filing. He'll be up to his knees in filings. Oh, there we go. There's a whole bunch of fruit bruised. Couple up there. Uncouple that one. Yeah, Nathan, make sure you yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, Nathan, that'd be awesome. Okay, so we've separated the two fruit vans out of there. They're going to make up the consist for the next train. And we'll put our ZA back to where it was. That's what I want to get. I want to get a couple of ZPs too. The first one or the second one? To put that wagon back where it should be. A little bit more. Yep. Now, I'm not too sure, but the neighbour across the fence, for some reason, there's always a water blaster going. Like, like he's always got a water blaster going. I don't know why. Um, but every day it's like me, me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just likes a really clean patio. Every day, man. All you hear is me, me. Okay, let's. I'm gonna push the wrong button. Work out why it was speeding up. Hey, you're back, up to your knees in filings. Did you get that firebox sorted out, Stefan? Let me get there. I'll just hold there while I go through the paperwork again. No, gluing and soldering the rivet detail to the bottom of the firebox. Well, there you go. We thought you were still filing. um, these two need to be picked up. These two need to go. Right. They can actually be pushed around. The one to pick up is here. There. Right, I got these two fruit wagons I got to push around to Alexandra. But first, I need a toilet stop, and I need to. I'll get myself a fresh beverage. And I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm thinking of building my LC wagons as LP wagons. Are you going to keep us guessing with that one as well, Nathan? Will they or will not they be LC or LPs? What is your newsprint? I was literally just going to say, what is your reasoning for the LPs? I was speaking to Brad the other day, and I was thinking about if I can get this lad extended. I'll be putting in a siding for Otago Daily Times, so I will need newsprint wagons for that. So that'll be let's get going. So that'll be an excuse to get some LP wagons, so LPA wagons or LP wagons. Um, push these all the way around. Which one's going to go to the central freight? Oh, that's right. That works out really, really well, actually. And then it's seen to that people works out perfect. They were a bit LCs, kind of like the predecessors, the LPOs. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at getting some of them because we were talking about having Otago Daily Times, an Otago Daily Times doc. So I was looking at getting some of those wagons. Just another industry, I suppose, another excuse to switch. Right, let's get up behind these wagons and give them a push around. Now, what do we got here? I have the plan. Oh, stop. Almost run into the arse of those wagons. I was too busy reading the comment. I have the plan of doing a newsprint place on my land. Oh, nice. So you got you have a plan of doing the newsprint place. So how many sidings would that be? Right, are you talking about a track plan? There. And the XA is full of fruit. So these wagons are both full of fruit. Lucky I didn't smash into them. Full fruit. And up there to that one there. So that'll be quite interesting. I've never modelled anything like that. Let's push these around. I'm a little bit because my new place I've got a big double garage, but I have to use the double garage. I have to use it daily because there's no other parking sort of anywhere else. So the car has to go in the garage. So the door will be constantly opening and closing. Perth here is all full of sand. Garages can get quite dusty, so I don't know. We'll wait. We'll wait until I get into the new house and we'll see what's going to happen. But I'm looking at doing a Otago Daily Times, like an industrial site again. My layout track plan has 3 sidings, one for newsprint. Okay, so it's the one siding for newsprint. That's good because I was only planning on putting in one siding myself to a dock. I'm going to take you. That gantry car, I couldn't have picked a worse place for it, to be honest. Anyway, it might even come down. See how we go. Give it a couple of raspberries. Yes, I was just thinking, yeah, one siding for newsprint, one siding just for that industry would be enough. I couldn't imagine there'd be more than one siding. I think you'd have inwards goods and outwards goods just off the one siding, I believe. Just like I do with Central Foods over there. And a consignment of fruit. Across Chicago Street. And eventually I'll get these signals hooked up. And we're going all the way up into the siding up here. So, onto that one. I'll push them a little further. Push them right up so they're up against the block up here. Let's see how close we can get up to the block. There's going to be a freight forwarder warehouse. The other one needs some IDs for. Newsprint, freight forwarder. Sort of the industry sort of govern what rolling stock you want. I mean, what rolling stock do you like, or what rolling stock do you want to run? See if you want to run like a Like I did, I wanted to run a bitumen wagon, so I might even get another bitumen wagon yet. But I really wanted to run a bitumen wagon because I work in bitumen. I work with stuff all the time. So I thought, well, I need an industry for bitumen, so that's why I built the Fulton Hogan asphalt plant. So if you want to run fruit wagons like I have here, um, I've got the apple and pear board, and I've got Central Foods. Um, two fruit wagons. That's an idea. So it's one thing having you could build an industry, any industry you want, but if you don't have the wagons to sort of service it, it's sort of yeah. That was my idea anyway. I wanted fruit wagons, so that's why I decided to put the fruit businesses. I want the bitumen wagon. That's why I decided to put the bitumen business in. And I wanted tank wagons, other tank wagons. That's why I've got the fuel farm over here. And and just bits and pieces like that. I'm not going to have a logging camp and have no log wagons, So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's what when I went and put in my orders for South Dock, I actually thought about what industries I'm going to have on the layout, what I'm going to switch out, and I just bought what I needed for those industries. So whatever rolling stock you like, some of your rolling stock that you really like, buy that, make an industry around the rolling stock. Um, what else I got? Sorry, going out a few there. What about keep going a little further. What about a cement factory? And you could run UBC cement wagons, something like that. That'd be good. Or a large bakery. You could run the flour wagons, the flour pods. Um, Even a scrap dealership. You could have LCs full of scrap metal. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Sorry for the camera shakes. That's that's the thing with having a switching layout is when you model the layout, it's not um, just put any industry. You really got to think about the rolling stock you have and the industries you have. Well, there you go. There's a food place idea I've had for ages. Yeah, go for that. You could have VB meat wagons, or a slaughterhouse. You could bring in like cattle wagons or sheep wagons, stuff. Yeah, I think that's the interesting thing about switching layouts is you don't just go out and buy any old rolling stock and make any old industry. It's all got to make sense. Well, it doesn't have to make sense, but it makes it more interesting when it makes sense. I'm moving fruit at the moment to an apple and pear board industry, so it makes sense. Yeah, there's a oak place, so I'm definitely not going to have a coal mine. Why would I have a coal mine? I don't have any coal wagons. I don't have any, I don't have industry for coal. It doesn't make sense. Something that's, well, in my opinion anyway, your layout's your own layout, but in my opinion, it's sort of got to make sense. It's almost like a story. You're writing a story. But yeah, definitely. Right now, I'm shunting into the fruit place with a wagon load of fruit. It's, push that. I'll just keep pushing that a little bit further along. I think there would do. That looks pretty good right there. Uncouple that one. Oh, look at that. I think the live just dropped out. I better get my supplies for tomorrow. Chat later. No worries, Brad. Give me a message later on when you want me to give you a call if that's all good. I'm about to finish up the stream now. Anyways, I'm just going to stage this locomotive up here in the next to the Apple and Pear board. But no, I appreciate everyone. Yeah, the mic has dropped out. Okay. Um, I'm going to finish up the stream there, guys. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And yeah, I'm not too sure why that's all dropped out, but we'll talk to you later on the next one. So thanks for everyone. Yeah, we'll do, Nathan. Take care and have a happy New Year's if I don't talk to you since then. All right, everyone. We'll catch you later, Stefan. Cheers, man. We'll catch us. Bye.